And hello to all the level 4 employment students. Again, just to remind you to make a recording, set up your slides, press present now to share your screen, then hit record, wait a moment, it's coming on, then click on the tab which has got your slides on it, go to present now, full screen, bang, here we go. So information for the end of week 12, the start of week 13, really important stuff coming up. The most important thing is week 13, we will be conducting a listening assessment at your site, Albany, Botany, Queen Street. Students will be returning. Okay. Each class and time will be slightly different, so I can't say right now exactly all of them, but for my class at Queen Street, it will be Thursday at 10 a.m. So just check in with your teacher. Really important that we get as many, in fact, all our students there. And it's also a chance for any students who have not been able to participate due to technical problems or not having the right computer at home, for those people to come along as well. So why are we doing this? Well, as part of our course, we must comply with the NZQA conditions, and that entails exam conditions. Usually we do that for all our assessments, but the minimum standard is like 2 or 3. So we'll be doing these live. We'll have desks separated, following all the normal way we would do things. Okay, so don't feel stressed or worried about coming to the sites. Of course, everything will be clean, tidy. You know, no one's been there for a while. Anyway, the desks will be set up for social distancing. In fact, we won't have everyone there. We'll only have limited numbers of students doing the exam, doing the assessment only, and probably just 2 classes at any one day for each site. Okay. Of course, you have to take the bus, or you have to travel into your site. And there'll be people around, but as we can see, we've been doing very well with 0 new cases of COVID-19 recently. So yeah, we're just starting that process. All right, so really need your support for all the students to make the effort. Whatever else you got planned that day, I'd like you to reschedule that other thing. Make coming to the site a priority. All right, we'll be doing the paper test. We won't have the option to redo it at home or anything like that. So again, your attendance is really, really important. All right, more to come from your teacher soon. Now, the next thing we are doing, working away at over the next few weeks, is the writing assessment. Usually this would be event 3. We'd give you, a few weeks to get this done. Same applies here. It's a research essay, so we expect you to do research in your own time. The title here, research a New Zealand company that you would be interested in working for. What interests you about them, and what makes them a good employer? So a little different from the presentation topic about the company, what it produces, and things like that. Here we're thinking about the employment aspects. Okay, why would you like to work for them? Okay, so New Zealand company, it could be a multinational. It could be something like Deloitte with the branch here. It could be ANZ Bank, which is Australian owned, or it could be a local New Zealand company as well. Anything's possible here. So it's a research essay. So we've got to follow the essay structure. We will be talking about that more next week. So but just to get your idea, just to get it started in your mind today. So we want to think about ideas about how they progress careers. We studied in the textbook about Flight Center and how they like to promote internally. So that type of aspect. Things about team building or staff motivation. How do they build teams? Do they have big Christmas parties together? Do they have events that they have? Who knows? Think about their policies on equal opportunity. So that's in regard to gender for men or women, disabilities of any kind, whether it's migrants, LGBTI, lesbian, gay, bi, transgender, intersex. So just all those facets of being a modern employer. How they deal with conflict or internal complaints. How they award contracts for employment or the process of termination. Again, it's going to take a little bit of research, okay? And how the company is involved in the community. So do they sponsor, for example, again, I think it's ANZ with the Daffodil Day. So on Queen Street, we see the ANZ workers are given a day off to collect money for charity, for the Cancer Society. So again, that type of thing. So what we're looking for, also policies on health and safety, which again, quite important in this this time of the year, post-COVID-19 lockdown. Now, you might not be able to get information about everything, and the company you choose might not have all of these facets, okay? But we're looking for 500 words. We want a good introduction. We want a good, conclusion, a summary. Again, answering that question, what interests you about them? Why do you want to work there? What makes them a good employer? And then we want, 3 or 4 good paragraphs. One about staff motivation or team building. One about community and sponsorship. So my advice here is to think about a larger company. They often have websites which have got more details on them. And, down the bottom of the website, you might find the small writing. They'll have those other parts, and it might answer some questions here. But also you've got a bit of time. So email the owner of the company or management and just tell them, you're doing a research article for school and you've got a couple of questions. You might get some answers and then half of your essay will be done for you. So, as I mentioned, emailing someone, do a bit of online research. Maybe you know somebody who works there as well. So your writing must be your own, not simply copied from the internet. So us teachers are great. We understand your language versus computer language for the company website. So if you've gone to the website and you've just copied and pasted, teachers will understand, okay? And we will be A, annoyed, and B, asking you to do it again, or rewriting it, all right? So use your own language. Sure, take some notes, get some information, but then use your language to answer the question given. Must be 500 words total. And we've got kind of 3 steps to the process, all right? So I'm saying here, decide by Monday the 25th. So that's very shortly, but just bang, think of that company. Once you know the company, you can then get started. The following week, more than a week here, to submit your first draft. So that'll be typed, that'll be emailed to your teacher if it's Microsoft Word or something, or it could be a Google Doc and shared with your teacher. Teacher will have some time to read it, to mark it, give you some feedback, and then you'll submit a final draft. Okay, so there are 2 steps to it, and by the final draft, it'll be looking pretty good. Okay, that's the plan. Again, your teacher will have more information for you. Connected to this week's content of material is the task itself. So have a look, check it out, and see for yourself. Okay, finally is a Unit 9 review task. So you can check your answers for Unit 9. There's also an additional YouTube track video there with some questions. Now these are to help you to complete before the listening assessment, which we have at the site in week 13. So we'll do a little bit more listening during your class, your meet time with your teacher, plus have a look at this video as well, part of the unit review. Again, it's just to help you with those question types, the structure of the questions, and again, you're familiar with those. By the time you do the assessment, you'll be feeling confident and you'll do a good job. All right. And then, of course, final reminder about sharing your presentation if you haven't done so yet. If you're using the Google Meet video, everything, share it with your teacher's name at dynaspeakonline.ac.nz. Just remember that Dynaspeak Online. Okay, great. Well, have a nice weekend. Hopefully the sun will keep shining and we keep getting healthier and healthier as a country. And we look forward to seeing everyone in person on, well, next week. Okay, thank you very much.